Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, they were saying there was something wrong with my microphone, but I guess they fixed it.
I didn't know if I'd be able to get on. I was just out walking the dog.
Yeah. So maybe it was the air quality.
I don't know. Seriously, I don't remember the last time I slept through the night without waking up once. Like, whether it was somebody woke me up or I just wake up. I just don't sleep through the night. Hardly ever.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Like, I'm up 3 or 4 times a night just because I wake up. Not for any reason. I don't even know why.
It totally could be the air quality.
I'm telling you, I feel different.
Well, yeah, you're well rested.
Seriously, it's weird to wake up in the morning when your alarm goes off and be like, wow, I didn't wake up even to pee, nothing. It's funny.
So how's the new house and everything?
It's getting there. It's just a disaster right now.
Yeah, boxes all over.
Crap everywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have stuff at the other house I have to go get.
When do you have to get out of there?
October 1st is we have to be out by.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I can still run back and grab some stuff. Like, Sean's leaving tomorrow morning for Atlanta, and I have to pack him, and all his clothes are at the other house.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, okay, I need to run over there and get some stuff. My dog is old, and this is a long walk for him. Can you see him?
Oh, is he a German Shepherd?
Yeah. I'm making his ass walk all the way to the end of the block to poop, so he doesn't poop on these nice lawns.
You're nice. People let their dogs shit here.
And it's the first time ever I'm holding a bag of poop as I walk down the road. It's disgusting. We've always lived in the woods. I just let him out, and he goes in the woods and goes to the bathroom, and I don't have to touch it.
Yeah, we have that too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your backyard's nice and wooded.
Yeah. We don't have any doggies anymore.
Yeah, but something tells me this guy doesn't want my dog shitting on his lawn.
Are you in the same town or a different town?
Yeah, we're in the same town.
Different part.
Yeah, we moved like a mile and a half down the road.
Oh, cool.
Who else is on? Oh.
It's not 11 o'clock yet, so.
No? What time is it?
Like 1 minute of.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who's getting on and who's not.
What do you want us to put together for the call tomorrow night? Are you going to talk about that?
Well, I was going to wait until the next week for that.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I just wanted to be prepared.
Because I have a couple people that I want to get on the call, and they can't get on the call.
Okay.
This week, so I wanted to kind of push, and I kind of wanted to make like a graphic for it, like a picture of you guys and stuff. Like,
all right, that's good though, actually, because I would rather my team listen to you. Like, if they can only do one call that week, I'd rather not have my team call and have them listen to that call.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to kind of try to be a little more organized in our team calls and have a subject and, like, post a picture of, like, what we're going to be discussing and stuff. Since we have so many new coaches, I wanted to talk about the power of a program and how being consistent with your program and showing that on social media and how you do it kind of builds your business. Because I don't think, well, I shouldn't assume. I just don't think they maybe know or they understand that that's kind of how they're going to build their business.
Uh-huh.
And stuff. So.
Gotcha. This dog's never had so much exercise. He's like ready to drop dead. Tongue's hanging down. I'm not ready for winter.
Yeah, it's supposed to be awful too.
I hate winter.
I know, it's going to be awful.
At least you get some weeks of warmth.
Yeah. but now my son's in 5th grade. So,
So is it going to be harder for you to go as long?
Well, I was trying to go because we have to go to Florida in November, the middle of November. And then I was just going to keep the kids there until Thanksgiving. And then he has too many things to do. So it kind of sucks. And then I feel bad leaving him and just having my mom. So I'm going to start the call. Who else is on?
Are you still there?
Yeah.
I'm on.
Elizabeth.
Is it Elizabeth? Hello.
Yeah, I'm on. Something's wrong with my computer, so I'm just listening on the phone.
No worries. So I just wanted to share with you some things that I've been doing to keep myself consistent, because I really was not consistent in terms of like having a system. Like, what is my system when I sit down? And so the first thing I did, I love this Erin Condren stuff. Like, she makes stuff to make you organized. So I bought like it's a calendar. And so I have my calendar. I have everything set out, what I need to do, which is good because I was waking up and like had nothing on my calendar as to everything was in my head. And then the next thing I bought is she makes teacher things. So you have like lesson plans in it. And so because I'm a teacher, I'm used to writing lesson plans. And so what I did was, for each section, I put like the group that I have. So I have like I have 2 challenge groups I'm running now. I have my 2 coaching groups. I have a training group right now. So this week I made that list. And so I either pre-posted or at least wrote down what I need to do in those groups. So I basically don't have to think too much. And then in terms of reaching out to new people and starting new conversations, I use this calendar. And so every day I write down who I talk to, who I send an email out, who I message, because what I noticed was there were times I wasn't sending messages and emails out to anybody. And I figured that if I stick with a daily thing of doing that, it builds my business. And then the last thing I did was I have this daily check sheet. I'm telling you, she has all this cute stuff at Target, and it's daily to-dos, and then it has Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. And so I thought, what are my daily to-dos I have to do? And I put my challenge groups, my coaching groups. I have to check in with my coaches. I have to check in with my customers. I have to check my back office. I have to do my emails from Beachbody. I have to post on social media, and I have to follow up with people. And so basically, I just been checking off as I do these things. And it's allowed me to have some peace of mind that I don't have to work this job 24/7 like it used to. And then the last thing I do is I have a book, and I split it into recruiting, challenge pack sales, and volume. And so every day I go into my back office and I see who's recruiting. I see who's selling challenge packs. Like what does the challenge pack sales look like? And then every week I try to check in and see what people's volume are, because I had coaches that had high volume and I didn't even know who the hell they were. And that's pretty sad that somebody is actually doing some positive stuff and I don't know it. So for me, it's given me like a sense of peace that like I know exactly what's going on in my organization and downline. And it's allowed me to help recognize coaches. Like I hired Tabitha to do my graphics, and it was the best decision ever, because I basically just give her the information and she makes the graphic for me. Like the graphic she just made for me. The graphic she just made for me is I took everybody's challenge pack points from my personally sponsored. I did this. And she made a graphic, and it says, "Together we work together." And then it says, like, so far as of Monday, we accumulated 30 points. And then it has like the people who the points they earned, and then it has the 2 pictures of the person who has already earned Success Club already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that picture in there, and I'm going to be like, it's halfway through the month. What number are you committed to? Tag somebody who you want to be your accountability partner for the rest of the month so that you two can, hit that goal. So I thought it was going to be like a good thing to kind of get people interested in doing that and stuff like that. And I'm actually going to do one for the big Fitspire group too, so that people get excited. They get, they start to realize that they can, they can do it and they can get to their goals. We obviously must be doing something right because our ranking went up for 2 months in a row after 4 months of falling by 10 points each month. September is one of those months that are really hard, but let me tell you something. If you can get your people to do things, this is where you can make huge gains. Because if your coaches know how to get to Success Club during the lean months, they will be fine during, spring and stuff like that. Hammer and Chisel is coming out in December. So one of the things that they're saying that you might want to do is before Hammer and Chisel come out, you might want to commit to Body Beast. You might want to commit to 21-day Fix Extreme so that people start seeing that, so that you will have those people follow you. Start making a list of people who you think are going to be Hammer and Chisel people. And those Hammer and Chisel people might be people who don't think Beachbody is for them right now. But because maybe they're bikini contestants or just really into the gym and stuff like that. But start building your list that way. And then the last thing I just wanted to say was I am going to do a sneak peek on Monday, and it'll be a 5-day program. I am redoing all the videos, and I'm following what Megan Ewaldson does. And I actually made a video that I'm going to post in my challenge groups. And it basically says like, hey guys, you're kicking ass in here. You're doing really well. You're committed to your program, and I'm so proud of you. And I want to invite you to a special group where you're going to hear about the coaching aspects of things. And, maybe actively coaching isn't for you, but you never know. And this opportunity might be a way that you can totally pay for your Shakeology, meaning you will never have to pay for another product, as an active coach. And we're going to teach you what we do as coaches so that maybe you've been thinking about it, but it's the how. It's the how do I be a coach that you're not sure of. And so I'm going to post that tomorrow in my challenge groups. I have a lot of discount coaches that I signed right now in my challenge groups, but they're going to be invited too because, they signed up just to get the discount, but maybe they would love to hear what's going on. So I would challenge and I'm going to talk about this on the team call, but I would challenge your coaches and you yourself, to either do your own sneak peek or invite them to this one. And really, I think that the sneak peeks that we've done in the past, I don't think really highlight who we are and what we do very well. And so I actually re-listened to Megan's call, and Megan's call is her idea of a sneak peek is to get people excited, to get people to understand what their culture is like, and then to actually train them so that after those 5 days, they know what a challenge group is, they know how to reach out to people on social media, and they know that they only need 3 people to pay for their Shakeology and possibly get to Emerald status. And so I've never looked at a sneak peek like that. I've never looked at it as training my coaches, but it's freaking brilliant, really, because people are more likely going to want to do something that they feel more comfortable in. And so I'm going to shut up because I feel like I talked this whole time. So let me know what's going on in your world and what's going on in your organization or downline, and if you need anything from me or anything. So whoever wants to go can go.
We're slow.
I'll go. Oh, sorry, I can't see anybody.
We're having a slow month, and I need my girls to hit. I mean, my two new ones, I know they're gung-ho, and I know that they are saying that they're going to hit 5. Julie and Vicky, I never really have to worry about, but I need that 5th person, and I don't know who it's going to be. I'm only at 2. I mean,
what do you? Hey, there are people who like book 50 points in September who are only at 10. So that always lets me know that September is really slow, and you just have to really be very consistent, and you have to really work on people. You can't do like a fast sell with people in September at all. What do you think? Why do you think they're not hitting, or why do you think they're not finding success? Like if
I think it's just I think a lot of them have just kind of fallen off because of back to school and stuff like that, which is the reason why the month is slow. But
cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm echoing to myself. I can hear myself talk.
Anything on? I can't.
I'm really slow, but back to school teaching. Most of my coaches are teachers, so we're all in the same boat. So we actually just all talked in my coaching group, and we're actually going to combine a group. I'm actually co-coaching one of my groups with another coach that I work with, and that's been helping because we kind of just tag team it for both of us. We've been doing that for 2 weeks since we started back to school, and then I have my own group going. And now I just approached all my coaches about let's get another group started just to help them along, because I know they're all struggling with the back to school working and with their kids. Hopefully that'll help.
Good.
I mean, I have people interested in coaching, and then they're just not answering. So I don't know how much to push, because I don't want to push anymore. I feel like if they really want it, I don't want to turn them off by pushing too much into the coaching.
Do you mean they already signed to be a coach and they're not sure, or they're thinking about being a coach?
Both.
Okay.
I have both. I have a few people who, they're past 20 pounds lost. They're like running my groups, and they just don't want to make the leap. So I've kind of just I don't want to push them too much. I feel like when they're ready, they'll do it.
Have you ever put them in a leadership position in your challenge group?
No.
Why don't you say that to them?
That's a good idea.
Say, you know what?
Hi.
Hello. Say, you know what? School is really crazy. And, you're already leading the group. People, respect you. Would you mind leading the group for a couple days or,
Right. Let's see how they do.
Yeah. And see, and if they're like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. Of course you can, that's kind of how Danielle made me a coach. Put me in charge of her group.
That's a good idea.
And then all the power went to my head.
I'm also trying to find my niche. I just trying to figure out how I want to, kind of brand myself into a website and a like page, because I just feel like a lot of people do the same thing, and I want to do something different. So that's kind of just been what I'm working on. And I kind of know in my head what I want to do. I just have to do it.
Hey, you know what? One of the best conversations I had with Nicole Veneri is people are the experts in their, they know exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, it's true. And then just back to school has been crazy. So I'm actually just this week starting to get back in the swing of things. So hopefully it'll get back on track and I'll push forward.
No, I think that was a great idea for you to tell your coaches that, knowing that they're stressed. So you took away their stress from them, and now they only have to focus on just getting 3 people rather than, oh my God, I have to get like a whole group of people together,
Right. And I keep pushing the Success Club prize, because that's a great prize. So I keep I keep talking about it to them.
Absolutely.
So hopefully.
Good. Elizabeth,
Yes.
go ahead.
Sorry. Let's see. Things are going okay this month. My team is personally doing good. I've got 6 people that have gotten Success Club on the board. I've got 2 that have hit Success Club. I've got 6 emeralds on my downline right now, which is really good momentum. And most of my new coaches are really wanting to work the business, which is great. Like they're seeing the Beachbody light as opposed to the jobs that they have now. I've been having my team calls every Tuesday night, and that really seems to be boosting their morale. I need to get myself in gear. I have 1 Success Club point right now. But I feel like my posts are pretty consistent. I'm just going to have to get more direct with people who have reached out with me in the past that have fallen away. Because I don't want to lose that Success Club again. Because I want to try to, my goal obviously is to do the Success Club All-Stars, which will take me until May of next year. I'm trying to think what else. I'm just trying to keep my team engaged with everything that's going on and not, just not overwhelm them. But they all seem, pretty self-sufficient with growing their businesses. I need to do an opportunity call as well, or a 5-day sneak peek. My coaches have been asking me to do that, so I need to do that as well.
Yeah, and I never realized that, like what Megan said, she's really smart. If you do a sneak peek like next week, and then you get those people to sign up, you put them in a challenge group for whatever it is. It'll be, I guess, October. And then they just invite 3 people to do it with them, with you. It's like, why didn't I think of that? That's kind of dumb on myself, but it like really makes sense in that terms. But I think you've done an amazing job of really, really recognizing your coaches. And I think that it has reverberations down in the rest of the organization, that people realize that, this job is hard. So you can't pet your coaches enough, I believe. And honestly, you actually taught me a lesson, like, am I doing that? And I wasn't. So I thank you for that. And I think your coaches are like among the best posters. When I see a good post, I know it usually comes from your organization.
They do. They've got some creative posts, that's for sure. They're doing really well. With that said, I also wanted to let you guys know, because you said it on the call earlier, Sam, I recommitted to Beast on Monday. Like, I tried to do this whole Beachbody on Demand month thing, but it's like I see a squirrel every time I turn around, and it's a new workout, and I'm all over the place, and I don't feel like I'm leading the life of a leader as far as my workouts go. So I recommitted to Beast. I mean, I'm eating 2,600 calories a day, because I figured if I started on September 13th, I would finish December 13th just in time for Hammer and Chisel.
Yeah.
So I am going to, I am just not going to fail at this time. There's no 2 ways about it. So that's the program that I am going to be working on until Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's really important that people stick with a program, and then they show it through. Like, I committed to Insanity Max 30, and it doesn't matter, because I committed to Insanity Max 30, but yet all the people I sold challenge packs to didn't buy it. But it's okay, because they saw me committed to a program. And
right.
in your conversations, you'll find which one works for them and stuff.
Right.
Julie.
Yeah, can you guys see me?
Welcome back to the USA.
Thank you. It's my first call back.
And you jumped on a call.
And I'm on like normal time zone. I'm going to step outside because my daughter has on the music in my car, and I don't want to get disturbed. So So I came in a little bit late to the call, so you just want to ask how we're doing so far? Is that what the original
What you're doing, how your downline's doing, if you need anything from me, or you just want to comment, or.
Yeah, I think probably what Elizabeth said. I actually it was the Fit and Funky Sparkle discussion about the fact that Danielle had once at a point in time like not been committed to a certain program, and so people were like unsure, like what's she doing? Like she's this great big figure and everyone knows her, but she didn't have a specific program. So that particular call that I was on, I really liked that one. It kind of struck a chord in me. So to piggyback on what she just said, I decided before they announced it was PIA, which was a great coincidence. I was like, yes, that's like the same program I'm doing. I decided to go back to PIA, which is my first program. So for me, that got me really like pumped up because it was my first thing I ever did. So I kind of went back to like nostalgic, you know, my roots and Beachbody. So I've been posting like pretty much every day, and I'm not going to be afraid to say I'm doing PIA. That's what I'm doing, and here's why I love it, and here's why it's great. And I'm certified in it too, so I feel I thought, you know, why not put a little bit of my expertise in some of my periscopes or some of my videos, whatever. So that's been going fine. I feel like even though I was away in Russia, I did great on like posting. Like I never missed a beat. I feel really proud of myself for that. What's got me a little down, if I can be honest, is like I feel like I pumped tons of value August because it was a hard month and I tried so hard. Like I just did value upon value upon value. And like on the same thing, it's September 15th, right? And I'm at SC2. And it's got me a little pissed off. I'm pissed off about it because for me, you know, I need this business because I got to pay my mortgage. I got to put food on the table and I don't have an option. Like I've got nothing else to fall back on. So I'm pissed. But I will say this, that the new push that I'm doing, it only got me one new customer, but what apparently it did was it got everyone else in my old group all psyched up again. So my posting in my Beat the Boss is like off the scale. Like everyone's like posting and they're all excited, but it's all the old crew, you know, which can be good too, because maybe those people will go out then and start saying, you know, hey, I'm in Julie's group, I'm doing this. So I think it'll get better though. I talked with Nicole a couple days ago and we made plans to get together and collaborate on some things. And what I'm starting to do now is I'm going to do with her an exclusive coaching kind of opportunity. So I'm not going to advertise it publicly. I'm just going to PM people. And I already PM 2 people and they said they were interested.
Good.
So let's see where that goes, I think. I need more working coaches. Like I told Nicole, I had people that were on board in August. I signed a lot of people, I think like 6 new coaches who say they want to work, but they're not signing anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one of the greatest things, if you have not listened to that Doug Moss call, it was like, that fired me up because I do think that we have people that say that they want to help people and they don't.
Do you know what's funny? I put a post in our coaches group where it's like me and my downline, and I asked people, you know, what's your why? Why do you want to coach? And the people who are not getting points are the people who said, oh, I just want to help people.
Exactly.
And those are the people that are not helping people.
Because it allows them, and it's like what he said, it's a protection. You know, he called it diamond on the defense, you know, like I'm helping people. No, you're not. If you are not bringing new people every month, you are not helping people.
So how do you say that without sounding like a bitch though?
Well, I think you have to get them to come to that conclusion and ask them, like I'm starting to change the way I talk in my group because honestly, I felt like I felt like I was like a negative asshole all the time because all I kept doing was talking to people and telling people and doing things. And you know what? Like the fact that Nicole kind of said to me, Kim, people are the experts in their own life was like one of those like aha moments. And I was like, I have to have them come to the conclusion of what they're not doing. Because as long as I keep telling them about personal development, as long as I keep, it's never going to do anything unless they come to that conclusion. And so today, you know, like the question was like, what do you need to do? What is the thing what's the action you need to do? Because the only reason these people are not getting to Success Club is because they're not doing anything, or they're not doing anything in a consistent manner. That's all it is. Because all of the people in our group do their workouts for the most part. They get amazing results. They probably are people that people respect and would listen to.
Yeah.
So they have all of that on their side. It's just they're not taking the actions. And then you have to decipher, well, why aren't they taking the actions? For some people, they're just fucking comfortable. They don't want to do anything different in their lives. They don't want to give up watching The Walking Dead on Monday nights. They don't want to give up, watching a soap opera or reading TV, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, in my first 2 years of coaching, I had to give up a lot of stuff and realign my priorities.
Don't you think that there's different types of people, and some people do need the push? Some people, they're just not going to do it unless you kind of.
Absolutely.
So how do you know, like, when to keep going and when to stop?
You ask people.
Yeah.
You ask people, what do you need from me? Do you need me to check with you every week? Would you feel comfortable with that?
That's a good, yeah.
Do you think it would be a good idea if on my team call tonight, I went through with everybody and had everybody, like, if I make a checklist ahead of time and tell them to kind of like check it on a piece of paper, like, what are you doing? And then see where they're missing, and then like have them do it, and like, I don't know, like say like they're not messaging people or inviting, like tell them to take a picture of it and send it to me to like hold them accountable or something like that.
Well, maybe you could make it like a 3 wishes or 3 sparkles and a wish. Like, what are 3 sparkles they're doing in their business, and what's one thing they need to do? You don't want to put them in a position where they feel embarrassed, because those people you're going to just immediately turn off, and they're not going to get on the call. They're not going to.
But what if they don't know what they're not doing? Or you think they know and they just.
I think everybody knows what they're doing. I think people deep down know. I think and the reason I think that they know is because I think we do a phenomenal job of teaching people what they need to do. And I think that their perception of it, though, is different. So some people look at it like, oh my God, this job takes so long and it's too much and I can't do this and whatever. Melissa McAllister did an amazing video about 3 things you should know as a coach. And the one thing is, do you put too much value on what people think? People who feel like people are prejudging them or whatever are not going to post. People who hate social media or they feel uncomfortable by it and they don't like it are not going to be good coaches. People who don't want to realign their priorities, they don't want to, stop watching TV or maybe not read a magazine or something like that, they're not going to be good coaches. And so I guess you start asking those kind of questions and stuff. Okay. Or maybe do this. Ask them, what 3 things do you think the most successful coaches are doing? What 3 things do you believe makes a successful coach, makes them hit successfully? Because even if they feel like they can't do it, they know what what a successful coach does. And their perception might be who knows what their perception is? Maybe they think that you guys are messaging 30 people a day, when in reality you're not. So I guess you'll
probably did yesterday.
Yeah,
I probably did yesterday.
My new coach messaged 15 people and stuff. And I'm and she got a lot of no's. And I'm that's okay, because tomorrow you're going to message another 15 people and you'll get to Success Club at the end of the month simply because you're asking more people. That's all it is. You're just having more conversations with people. And stuff.
Can I get an idea that I'm going to be doing?
Sure.
I'm reading that new book that Daniel recommended, the 12 Steps to Leadership. I forget the exact title of it.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about this talks about teamwork, and more successful are not individuals. They're willing to drop down to the bottom for the sake of the team. And so one of the things I've been taking notes from it, and I'm doing in my PS group, I'm actually taking the approach of, this is like Team Jedi. So we are a team. And so what are your contributing gifts? So what are you contributing to the success of all of us? What am I contributing to your success? So I'm actually doing it this week. I'm asking them to think about what are their gifts. Like, tell me what you bring to this team that I don't have, or what, you know, Jen has or Heather. And I'm asking them to think that way, because I think that maybe if we bonded together more and made it like a concerted effort, we'd all get to success, though. We'd all be making money. So that's my new thing that I'm kind of on, like teamwork. And it's not like if you're just out there by yourself and you're inviting and you don't know all the answers and you're not talking to anyone, you're not telling your coach or upline what you need, and you're not sharing ideas, then how are we going to make it together? We aren't. It's going to be me pushing them and telling them what to do, or they're being upset and keeping it to themselves. And, you know, so I think if we each took like a piece of what we need and shared it like in a pool, we might do better.
Absolutely. One of the, so I got one of those time hops from last year, this year, and last year our organization was number 32. And so I was like, well, what are we doing differently? Well, last year, everyone was very committed to a program and showing it and getting results. Last year, I used, instead of like everybody getting to Success Club, I set team goals. And I used to say like, okay, I think our organization could bring in 20 new coaches. Can we do it? And so people felt like it wasn't all on them. It was like they were contributing, like you're saying, to the whole. And, you know, and I think that we kind of went off course with that. And so that's kind of why I'm bringing that back in, that whole, like, we work together. We bring new people in. You know, new people change the dynamic of your business, of your organization. You don't want to be a stagnant organization where you keep looking at the same people who don't want to grow. That's like, that's not for anybody, you know? Well, anybody else have anything to share? Do you guys feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sneak peek is 3 days?
The sneak peek, I'm going to make 5 days.
Okay.
And, I'm having Tabitha make me a generic graphic so that people can, if they don't want to make their own or whatever, they can do it. They can use it and stuff like that. So it'll be Monday through Friday. And Monday will be spent on like just getting to know people, just telling people their story. If you as a coach want to share your story, that would be amazing. But it's really more about them. It's really more about like, who are they? What are their goals? What are they looking to do? That kind of thing. And to try to like make it fun. Like one of the ideas I thought was to post a picture of holding a paper of like, what's a silly thing that nobody knows about you. So I was like I was gonna take a picture with like, I still have Bee Gees music on my iPod, just like to make it fun and light, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we miss that kind of culture thing, stuff. And then Tuesday, I have it written down here. Tuesday is all about what let me see. I wrote it all down here. So Monday is introductions and coaching stories and learning about people and what they want. Day 2 is what exactly is a coach? What do we do? And then Megan thought it was important that you let people know what a coach is not. So you really want to make sure that they understand that they're not supposed to be an expert. They're not supposed to be somebody who is at their goal weight. They're not. And she, in her video, she shared about like what she thought about coaching and why she didn't say yes right away and things like that. And then day 2 is also about like, what is a challenge group? And she splits that into the day. She'll do a morning video and an afternoon or night video, because she wants her coaches to completely understand that challenge groups are the way they make money in this business, and that they're going to join a challenge group with you as the coach. And all they simply need to do is just kind of learn and invite their people in. So they all, from the get-go, you've kind of released them from that kind of drama or that kind of stress of, oh my God, I got to run a challenge group. And then day 3 is about social media. Like, let them know, are they going to have to be bugging their friends and family all the time? Are they going, like, how do they go about getting people, like, and stuff like that? And that's kind of where you explain how the 3 vital behaviors work and why that helps you with your business, and how you invite people, and explain inviting is not like, hey, you want to try some Shakeology, because that's everybody's perception. And then day 4 is how to earn. And in that how to earn, it's not so much that you want to share like, oh, you could make 7 figures and 6 figures. You want them to have baby steps in how to earn. So the first step is, how do they earn back their Shakeology? How do they earn their Shakeology? And that's by, my phone keeps going off. How do they pay for their Shakeology? And that's simply just getting 3 other people or 2 other people with challenge packs to pay for that. And then, you can share your own story of like how much money you've made and stuff like that. But that's the thing that a lot of coaches get tripped up on, because they're like, oh, well, I'm not as successful as you, and that kind of thing. And then day 5 is all about the excitement, all about like, hey, Susie just signed up as a coach. We're so excited to have you. If you've had people that signed up, you want to retell them what you've taught them. You've taught them what a coach is. You've taught them what a challenge group is. You've taught them how to earn. You've taught them about Success Club. And so it becomes like, what do you think? Are you ready to jump? And, that kind of thing. And also let them know that they can just join just to simply give the discount. And I would guess that that's probably where Nicole's script comes in, and, just sign up now and just get the discount and join our group and that kind of thing. So if you were looking to do your own, that's how she does it. And that girl signs like 6, that's how she got to that spot, is in January, she signed 60 coaches in a month. And
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, she's also a military spouse. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from her, because I think she's a great person too. But it's certainly easy to get the military to sign up, because they don't pay that $15.99 fee and stuff. So she uses that to her advantage, you as a teacher, because Karen happens to be right here, like, start talking to teachers that hate teaching and want out.
Right. I do have one who's pregnant and she doesn't want to go back, and she's been a coach for 2 months. She's due like tomorrow.
There's not too many coaches that are like, yay, I love coaching anymore, because that I love teaching anymore, because, they kind of taken the art out of teaching. So.
Right. And it's a lot when you have a family, and a lot of them have kids at home and they don't want to go back.
And those people still want to pay it forward. So you're just changing who they're paying it forward to.
Right. And you should post that video that you did in the other Coach Basics group.
Which one?
The one that made me cry. Because you were crying. That was the best video I've seen you do. It was really good.
I got to look at that one. I got to see if I downloaded it.
It was good.
Thank you. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you anymore. But if anybody has anything, please let me know. And if not, we will end this call. We good?
Good.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.